everyone. This is Pastor Joe, and I'm coming to you this morning from my home office. I have things set up here. I have some new equipment, and I hope it will help us to communicate a little bit better with Sheeptalk. Again, I appreciate those of you who have encouraged me to continue this. One lady said last Sunday morning, "Oh, please don't stop Sheeptalk. I really love it." So I'm glad you do, and I want to share something with you this morning that is not something you should try at home. I'm going to talk about some dangerous things for those who are believers. This morning, I want to remind you that big things come in small packages, and I have a small package here. And I have some rather dangerous things in here. Let me show you the first one. Let's see if we can open this. Oh my goodness. Oh, whew, that's gonna hurt. This is a black widow spider. You can always tell by the little red hourglass on the bottom, and most people are afraid of black widow spiders, obviously, because number one, they are spiders, and number two, because their poison is supposed to be 15 times stronger than that of a rattlesnake. Of course, the problem is, or not the problem, the help is that they are not as large as a rattlesnake and cannot put as much venom into your body. Fortunately, they're pretty reclusive. They don't attack usually. In fact, I came out to my office one evening and I turned on the light, fiddling for it in the darkness, sat down here, got back up, and was going to leave the office, and I noticed that there was a black widow right there on the place I turn on the light. But she didn't touch me. I didn't really touch her, but it could have been close. They are dangerous. But I want to show you something that is even more dangerous than a black widow spider. It comes in a small box too, but it's this. It's the human tongue. Probably one of the most dangerous things of all. It's amazing that we can build people up with it. We can tear people down with it. And you know as well as I do that it is one of the most dangerous things that you and I deal with. You probably know this passage from James, but I'm going to take you to it anyway. James chapter 3. And James says, "Not many of you should presume to be teachers, my brethren, because you know that we who teach will be judged more strictly." I do understand that. And that's why I try to do the best I can to serve the Lord and do my homework and study His Word. It is a huge responsibility to teach the Word of God. James says, "We all stumble in many ways. If anyone is never at fault in what he says, he is a perfect man, able to keep his whole body in check. When we put bits into the mouths of horses to make them obey us, we can turn the whole animal. Or take ships as an example. Although they are so large and are driven by strong winds, they are steered by a very small rudder wherever the pilot wants to go. Likewise, the tongue is a small part of the body, but it makes great boasts. Consider what a great forest is set on fire by a small spark. The tongue also is a fire, a world of evil among the parts of the body. It corrupts the whole person, sets the whole course of his life on fire, and is itself set on fire by hell. All kinds of animals, birds, reptiles, and creatures of the sea are being tamed and have been tamed by man. But no man can tame the tongue." I'm going to talk to you about your mouth this morning, your tongue. You know, one of the things that most discourages me is to hear Christians use their tongues in the wrong way. Using their tongues, sometimes to encourage people, but also using the tongue to hurt and to destroy and gossip. You know, I hate the way people use their talk more than anything else within the church because it can be so destructive. But I'm also aware of the fact that Christians ought to have gotten enough control over their tongues that they don't use the bad, the harsh words, even the curse words that the people of the world use. I have sat next to some of you when you were not thinking and you used some wrong words. This is one of those areas in life we need to understand. We've got to learn to control it. My prayer for you is that this week, as you are by yourself, or you're on the phone, or you're talking to someone else, use your tongue to build up, not to destroy. Make it a part of your thinking each day. I'm going to watch what I say with my tongue, and I'm going to use it to glorify God. Well, you know, I love you. I hope you have a wonderful week. God bless you as you serve the Lord.